Hi everyone, welcome to my escape. Today I'm going to do a rent-free video. So I started the rent-free video series a couple of months ago. I did the Bridge Kingdom and now I'm going to do another one. So these aren't necessarily recommendation videos. It's not if I love the book or if I hate the book or anything like that. It's just these books and these scenes live rent-free in my mind and I'll be doing the most random thing and then they just appear. Like, do I need them? No. But I will say that there is something about a book where if it can keep your mind coming back to it, especially with the quantity that I read, then they deserve to be mentioned. And because it doesn't matter if it's good, bad, in between, nothing, it's a lot of books that don't get featured in other videos, like recommendation videos or anything like that. So today I'm going to do my second rent-free video, and that is for Stone Cold Touch. So Stone Cold Touch is actually the second in the Dark Elements trilogy. The first is White Hot Kiss, second Stone Cold Touch, and third is Every Last Breath. This is the Jennifer L. Armentrout series that got me back into reading, so I owe them a lot. Are they great? Not necessarily, but they will always hold a special place in my heart. This was also the first series I read that was like a fantasy romance or had any type of spice in it whatsoever, so I was not prepared for anything sexual to happen. I thought it was like a YA book where sometimes they would like gaze at each other longingly, like maybe the romance would be a subplot. Not what it is. This is very much a new adult fantasy romance. So the premise of the series is essentially you're in modern society, big city, except there's demons and demon hunters. So our main girl is a demon or like a half demon, and she was raised by the demon hunters and she helps the demon hunters find and tag demons to then hunt. You don't really know how she ended up with them and everything, and that's divulged through the series, but essentially that's what it is. So she's half demon, so the people around her don't fully trust her and always kind of give her weird looks, but she was raised with them and she kind of feels like a part of them. And one of them is Zaid. He is a demon hunter, full-blooded, and they grew up together and they're just kind of best childhood friends, and she has the biggest crush on this guy. So pretty much she just exists, she has a crush on this guy, and at night she walks around and says, demon, 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 go get them. Now, this is pissing the demons off because they're getting easily spotted. So now enters the second love interest. Yes, it's a love triangle, I got over it, I know it's not my favorite. But then enters a demon, and he's angry that she's working against them. So he kind of finds her and he says, I'm angry that you're doing this, but we have bigger things to worry about and you have to help me with this. Well, they try to uncover like these secrets and what's kind of going on with demons and etc, 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 and like this big conspiracy that bothers both demons and demon hunters. But essentially you have Zaid, the demon hunter, Layla, the in-betweener, and Roth, a demon prince of hell. Now, why this series and this book specifically lives rent-free in my mind, I'm gonna have to paint a picture for you. Imagine, okay, you are brand new to the spicy scene. You don't know that books can be spicy. You've never thought about it before. Now, you pick up this series, and despite it being called White Hot Kiss and you still don't know why you picked it up, you're enjoying it. You're having fun. It's fun vibes. And then some things teeter on that edge of like, is this appropriate? Are you allowed to write about these things? But you're eating it up. You're demolishing it. You're on Christmas break. You're home for the holidays. You're reading it at 3 a.m. because everyone's home for the holidays, so you're busy during the day, okay? It's dark, it's silent, the cat's at the end of your bed. So that is a scene. Little innocent me, my little innocent cat, 3 a.m. in the dark. And I don't know if you can attribute it to like high school hormones. I don't know, okay? But imagine you just had like an iffy day, right? Big plot points are going on in terms of this monster and that monster and what's going on down and what's happening. And then your best friend, your childhood best friend, comes to pick you up from high school. You're talking literally about like, how was your night? Because he hunts demons at night. He was like, oh, it was slow, but I was tired, so I slept all day. And she was like, oh, that's cool. And he's like, how was school? And she's like, oh, you know, fine. This is the conversation, okay? I don't know if you can get any more basic and like normal, but that's the conversation. And then he parks the car, turns to her, and he's like, oh, you have some lint. And he like swipes his thumb across her mouth. And then her brain is just like, it took me a moment to register why his eyes widened, but then I like tasted the saltiness of him on my tongue and realized I was licking his thumb. Ew. how high-pitched I'm going right now was at me at the time, and I was trying to be quiet, and I was trying to like keep it in, but I physically did not have the skills to process this information. And I was like, she just licked his thumb. She just licked his thumb. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Where did that come from? Okay, there was no build-up. There was nothing. It was just like casual conversation, how was school? And you're like, I'm going to lick your thumb. Why? For what? For what? Ah! I was dying. I die of secondhand embarrassment. It's really bad, okay? I don't have a shield for it. I die of secondhand embarrassment, and I was losing it. I had to put the book down. I was like flopping around in bed like a fish out of water. I was like, Bauer, this did not just happen. Why would you do that? And then I try to go back into it, and she's just like, why would I do that? Who does that? I just licked his thumb. She bolts out of the car, and he like tries to calm her down, and he's like, it's all good. She's like, what's all good? What's all good? How is this all good? And then they just have to go to dinner with their friends. No. Can you imagine? Okay, can you just sit there and imagine, okay? You're with a friend. They're driving. You're la-di-da-di-da small talking your way to a restaurant to hang out with more friends. And then suddenly, you're licking his thumb. Ew. Also, when was the last time he washed his hands, okay? He was touching the gear shift. And I'm sorry, but my gear shift probably has every germ on the planet on it. So, gear shift to mouth. You have some disease. You cannot convince me you do not have a disease after that, or at least you're not ill. I would have thrown up. I almost threw up from secondhand embarrassment. I still makes me ill, but like, I can't even picture being in that scenario. Like, why? Why? The scene was so awkward, but it was awkward in like the best way because she knew it was so awkward and so cringy, and she was freaking out and I was freaking out, and it was meant to be awkward and awful, and I love that because, you know, good job, JLA. But at the same time, I was not prepared to process that. Not prepared at all. And I'm still flustered now talking about it a year and a half later. And I've read so much worse since then. But still, the fact that there was no build-up, there was no tension, like there was nothing. And these guys are just friends. I cannot imagine just licking my friend's thumb. I can't. I don't know where to go from there. And I know I said it was a love triangle, but there's no romance between these characters right now. Like, they're still childhood friends. She just likes him. But they haven't had any conversations. They haven't had any tension. They haven't had anything except friendship. There was no build-up. There was no build-up. It was like la-di-la-di-la-di-da. Boom. I was caught off guard. I didn't know what to do. I still don't know how to process this information because the way I would die if somehow I did that, the way I could never look at them again. And she even says in here, she's like, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get on a train to Alaska or something. And I'm like, girl, I feel you because yes, you do. And I will book you the ticket. I can't. I physically can't deal with that scene. So yeah, not a bad series on the whole. I mean, it's not anything profound and groundbreaking. But it's fun, it's quirky, it's got its moments, it's written with ease, it's a fast read, and I enjoyed my time reading it. I would recommend. It's not going to blow you out of the water, but it'll be fun. And if you need to live that scene for yourself, it doesn't matter that I've told you about it, because even just I reread the scene before I shot this video, and I still like, huh, where did that come from? And I knew it was coming. It was what I was looking for, and I still couldn't do it. So just love it. Live your best life, have the experience. But that's all I got for you guys for this video. So let me know down in the comments below if you like the Rent-Free series, what kind of content you guys would like to see. I love doing these videos because they just pop out of nowhere, so it's not like something I schedule or plan. It's just like, oh, that one. So they're always fun, and I like sharing like my excitement and my cringiness and everything else with you guys. But let me know down in the comments what you think of them or what you'd like to see more of. I post videos every Friday and sometimes on Tuesday when I'm feeling it. So don't forget to like and subscribe and ring that bell for notifications so you don't miss anything. Catch you guys on the next one. Bye!